Ted Cruz released another political ad after losing the Republican primary. Let's watch.
The men and women who have been assembled here is the finest team in politics I've ever seen, I suspect has ever come together. Everyone here has poured your hearts into this journey. You have poured your passions. People have given sacrificially to this. The promise we made to you at the beginning 13 months ago, I said, listen, I don't know if we'll win or lose. I think we'll win. But I can promise you nobody's going to outwork us. And at the end of the day, you will look in the mirror and be proud of having been part of this team. What we accomplished is frankly insane. Nobody thought we had a prayer of doing it. But what we did collectively here is we sparked a fire and started a movement. And that's powerful, and it doesn't go away with one election result. Ronald Reagan in 1976 came up short. I suspect at that convention there were more than a few tears shed. It's going to be our task to go forward and continue fighting for that. It has been the greatest honor of my life to be in this foxhole 20, 30, 40 years from now. The people in this room, the people across this country will say I was part of this. Am I sad? Yes. But I also know that collectively we did everything we could. We left everything on the field.
All right, I have so much to say about this. First, that cheesy music is insufferable. Like, they're trying to evoke this overly emotional and sensitive feeling from you, like, oh, he's such a hero, and he had to drop out because he wasn't gonna win, and I want him to win so badly. If I feel like I'm on a sitcom, listen to this music. It's the ending of a sitcom that just ended in a somber way. The movie of our lives. Ted Cruz, we love you. What are you doing with that music, man? I can't stand, like, the overly produced, you know, it's obvious, it's so Hollywood, which is hilarious from somebody like Ted Cruz who, you know, claims like, oh, Hollywood liberals, we're against that. Okay, you're one of the fakest politicians there is, and that says a lot. There are a lot of fucking fake politicians. With your smarmy tone and cadence and rhythm. And, you know, another thing I noticed about Ted Cruz recently is the awkward pauses. Like, why do you, he pauses at times in his speeches when it just makes no sense. You know, I want to tell everybody something about how great you've been. Like, why are you pausing there? Why are you pausing there? It makes no sense to pause there. Stop pausing there. It's all so produced. It's so annoying. Okay, but anyway, putting aside the style angle of this, as if there's any actual substance. But anyway, I told you he was going to run again. The day he dropped out, the very next show we did, I came out here and I said, write it in fucking stone. The dude is going to run again. And then I also made another prediction. I said he will get his ass handed to him. He will do significantly worse in the next election. But in his mind, and this is what's so sad about this, he actually thinks like, no, I'm going to get him next time. He said in this little goofy ad here, and actually it wasn't little, it went on for over 5 minutes. I had to cut it down for you guys. It's a lot more the cheesy music and everybody the feels and I'm crying. He says, it doesn't go away with one election cycle. I wonder what that means. I wonder if that means he's going to run again in another cycle. I can't figure it out. And then he says, of course, you know, Reagan came up short in 1976. They alluded to the fact that when he picked Carly Fiorina, that, you know, it was about, I think Ronald Reagan was the only other person to pick a VP that early. So again, he was like trying to copy Reagan. Dude, you're so sad. Like, he really thinks he's the next Reagan. And then he says, 20 to 30 to 40 years from now, people will say, I was a part of this. Okay, hold on. Why would people say 20 to 30 to 40 years from now? Why wouldn't they just say it in a year? Why wouldn't they just say it now? Why wouldn't they say it in 2 years? Because 20 to 30 to 40 years from now is going to be, in his mind, after I run again, after I become president, and then 20 to 30 to 40 years from now, people will look back and go, oh, remember when he ran the first time we were on his campaign and he lost? But then it all worked out because then he came in, and then he won, and then he changed America into Jesus-stan. Oh, God, Ted, you're so, so sad. And then, of course, the biggest giveaway is at the end of the ad. It says, to be continued. To be continued how? Why? When? It's because you're fucking running again. And by the way, I'm not, like, it sounds like I'm tooting my own horn here. I'm not. Anybody could figure out that he's running again. It's literally right in front of you. Perhaps I called it before other people called it, but now he's letting you know. And that's the other really, really sad aspect of this is, dude, he can't help himself. Like, you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of somebody who goes in to negotiate for a car or a house or whatever it is, and you say, whatever, let's say the purchase price of the car is $30,000, and you say, I'll offer $26,000, and they go $29,990. You go, okay, but I'll buy it. Where do I sign? Where do I sign? So he just it took like $10 off the price. People were like, okay, I have a boner for this, so let me sign. That's Ted Cruz. He just gets his ass handed to him, and like as soon as the election's over, and people are just not that into you. That's why you lost, dipshit. What does he do? I'm gonna run again. Don't worry, I will run again. I promise I'll run again. Are you gonna vote for me? Because I'm gonna run again. I'm telling you, I'm gonna run again. I just want everybody to know I'm gonna run again. So I'm gonna run again. I'm gonna run. I want to be president. I want to be president so bad. I want to be president. Dude, that's not how you do it. That's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to go away and say, oh, I don't think I'm going to run again. It was very taxing, but let me tell you how great the American people are and how much I learned from them and, how I've taken away many valuable life lessons, but oh gosh, I'm going to have to go away into the wilderness for a while and not run, and I have no ambitions of running anymore, so I just want everybody to know that. So you go away, people forget about you, and then however much further in the future, all of a sudden, you drop a little hint or something. Hey, I'm not running, but I'm very interested and I'm really worried about the direction the country's going in. And then you build it back up, and eventually you say you're running again, and then wow, everybody's, all of your idiot base is like, yeah, oh, he's running again. But the way you do it now, everybody knows, oh, Ted Cruz is running again. So now you're a checkmark yes, and then nobody knows who else is fucking running. But then when they decide to run, they're going to get all the news coverage because everybody knows your punk ass is in. Dude, you have no idea what you're doing. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like he ran his entire campaign like he was trying to appeal to, 1953 segregated Mississippi. Like his entire campaign, liberal values, New York values suck. Yeah, let me tell you that. And fucking uber over-the-top religiosity and just so smarmy in how he talks. And he thinks, yet again, I don't know how, that, oh, I'm just going to run the same way the next time around, and this time I'll win because I'm totally like Reagan. No, you're not, and you're not going to win. It's actually really sad to watch, his delusions of grandeur in front of our eyes when he falls so short in every imaginable way. So I'm saying it now again. Record this, save it, write it in stone. Ted Cruz not only is going to run again, it's a guarantee he's going to run again, but he will also get his ass handed to him, and he'll do significantly worse than he did this time around.